As I go, I'm realizing one of the things we really have to do to get all these events to be successful is to network. So I want to point out the fact that the key organization to getting this all done, and the other key person to getting it all done, and there's two people I'm going to recognize, is Tim Donovan and Canalway Partners, because the major physical presence of this whole effort ultimately is the towpath trail and getting it to Canal Basin Park. So part of that, and of our Take Hike program I mentioned, our most visited tour of the 6 tours is the Canal Basin Tour on Sunday morning. And the idea behind that tour is to share the vision of what we ultimately hope to achieve with the towpath and with Canal Basin Park. And to achieve that, it's all done as partners. We are an affiliated unit of the National Park Service, and that is a big deal in terms of how we're going to get done what you're going to hear about all of these 10 days. And now we're Canalway Partners because we don't achieve anything without a partnership. And our next speaker represents one of our key partners, which is the City of Cleveland. So I'd like to invite up, representing Mayor Frank Jackson, Matthew Gray of the Sustainability Office of the City of Cleveland.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, in between. Again, Matt Gray, Chief of Sustainability with the city. It's great to be here. So I just first thanks all the partners for making this happen, especially anytime you put on a first event. Everyone knows how difficult that is. So great job. Really excited this year, but also in the years to come. So Mayor Jackson, he founded Sustainable Cleveland 2019 in 2009. Because he really saw this opportunity, right, to prepare Cleveland for a sustainable economy, for a sustainable future. And I think today is always just a good reminder that clean water is absolutely critical to making that vision a reality. So I think partially we come here today to celebrate progress. We look at the fish. Certainly over the last couple of decades and all the way back to '69, the health of the fish has improved. Beach health is improving. The amount of untreated wastewater going into the river and the lake is significantly decreasing, thanks to people like the sewer district, as well as other partners. And there's a river to share. Jim's always talking about sharing the river, just celebrating that there is a river to share. It's both industry and recreation, and high demand for both is huge progress, and something not to take lightly. But one thing we look a lot at is really the current threats, right? And when we think about, I guess, the progress from '69 to today, it's really local action. People all the way back to Carl Stokes and all the way to today. So local heroes combined with federal policy. That's how we've gotten to where we are. You need both. So as we look to the future and we think about climate change and we think about plastic pollution, we think about algae blooms, all these things, it's the same formula. It's local action, and we have many local leaders here, and it's also federal and state policy. So that's one thing we're always really focusing on is that tandem and pushing on both ends where we can. So Jim mentioned, we are 1 year away from the 50th anniversary, and we really hope that event, that anniversary, to be a watershed event. I think to really tell this story, Cleveland story, Northeast Ohio story, on a national stage, because the media will come here in droves, and we need to be prepared. So we've been preparing over the last 6 months, and we're going to keep doing that over the next year to really possibly make this the biggest sustainability event in the country next year. We do think it's possible. We all need to be all in on that, but we do think it's very possible. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to the rest of this event, and thanks again.